What's up guys, my name's Petey from Charlie Intel. So right now Sledgehammer Games is hard at work developing the next Call of Duty releasing in 2017, which of course comes a year after Infinity Ward's game Infinite Warfare releasing this November in 2016. Now we know nothing about the game by Sledgehammer Games, but what we do want to know is whether this game is going to be based in a future setting, a modern day setting, or perhaps even a pre-modern day setting like Black Ops 1 or World at War, or other games that were based not in modern times but instead based in the past. Now in this video I want to go over why it's very unlikely that the next game from Sledgehammer Games released in 2017 will be based in the future and instead more likely based in modern times or perhaps even pre-modern times, as I mentioned. So in 2012 Black Ops 2 came along and it was the first game in the Call of Duty franchise based much further into the future. This particular game was based in 2025 and was followed by Call of Duty Ghosts based in 2023. Then Advanced Warfare came along with the exosuit and all that kind of stuff, and that was based in 2054, and Black Ops 3 went even further into the future based in 2056. And now Infinite Warfare is going all out with space warfare, that kind of stuff, and that is based much further into the future. I don't know the exact year, but we can assume it's based much further than 2056 as in Black Ops 3. So lots of people in the Call of Duty community are not so happy about this. They want things to go back to modern day or pre-modern day times and have the more authentic Call of Duty experience that many of us have known to love for many years up until 2012 when things changed quite drastically. Now many people perceive the continued release of future-based Call of Duties as Activision simply not listening to their fans and instead ignoring them, making the games they think people want and releasing them and hoping they sell. However, it's slightly more complicated than that, and it comes down to development times, planning, and all that kind of stuff as well. So if we look back at the future-based Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, well, Black Ops 2 came along and the overall reception for that game was fairly positive. People were skeptical at first when they saw the trailers, but when it finally came out, it was a very well-received game. Most people loved it, and ultimately it was a really good game. So of course, they were fairly confident at Activision that future-based Call of Duties were a good thing because everyone liked Black Ops 2. Then Call of Duty Ghosts came along, although that was already in development whilst Black Ops 2 was coming out, so we can't really compare those two. And Call of Duty Ghosts didn't really have the best reception, although that being said, it didn't really have the future feeling that Black Ops 2 did, so I guess we can't necessarily compare that game too much to other future-based Call of Duties. I think people liked, or should I say disliked that game for a number of reasons, but I don't think the future setting was the main reason. So Advanced Warfare came along after Call of Duty Ghosts, and oh dear, that game didn't go down so well in the Call of Duty community. That was the furthest in the future we'd ever gone in a Call of Duty game based in 2054, and it introduced an exosuit, which was a completely different way of moving around the map for in Call of Duty. So the movement mechanics were something that didn't really go down so well in the Call of Duty community, and ultimately that game did not go down well, full stop. So that game was 3 years in development whilst Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts were being developed. So really at the time, you know, I guess Advanced Warfare only had Black Ops 2 to work on in terms of reception, and at the time, since Black Ops 2 went down so well, I guess they were fairly confident that Advanced Warfare might do well as well, based in the future with exosuits and that kind of stuff at the same time. And then in 2015, Black Ops 3 came along by Treyarch, a game they just spent 3 years developing off the back of Black Ops 2, which was also based in the future. Now, they obviously had the consensus to continue making a Call of Duty based in the future, based on the success of Black Ops 2, and obviously to continue the Black Ops story into Black Ops 3. And to be honest, Black Ops 3 actually went down pretty well on the community, despite the fact it had a boost ability like Advanced Warfare. I think given the fact it was Black Ops in general, so the series within the Call of Duty franchise is very popular and very powerful, I think people looked past the future setting and they got used to the toned down movement mechanics versus Advanced Warfare, despite the fact it still had the boost mechanic and so on as well. Now, Black Ops 3 was already 2 years into development when Advanced Warfare was released in 2014, so when everyone started to hate or dislike the movement mechanics of Advanced Warfare and the future setting, all that kind of stuff, Black Ops 3 was already nearing towards its actual launch state during the year of 2014, ready for its release in 2015. So Activision could not go up to Treyarch and say, hey, you know, no one likes the exosuit in Advanced Warfare, so you've got to stop making your boost abilities in Black Ops 3 and go back to a grounded Call of Duty. It was simply too late, and by that point, Black Ops 3 had already been built around the movement mechanics and running along walls and all that kind of stuff within their game, so it was simply too late, and there was no way in hell that Black Ops 3 would meet any kind of target of going back to a grounded experience by the time of its release in 2015. So ultimately, anything being developed at the same time as the release of Advanced Warfare was very likely to be a future-based Call of Duty with advanced movement, given the fact, of course, all signs pointed towards that being a good thing at Activision with the release of Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts, although an exception with its not so future setting, and obviously it just had other issues overall, it did actually sell very, very well, and to Activision it was probably a good thing to, again, continue making future-based games. Now, 2014 is likely a very big turning point in the development cycle of Call of Duties at Activision, so you can imagine Activision probably went up to Sledgehammer Games after the release of Advanced Warfare and said, hey, you know, this exosuit thing and this future setting thing isn't going down so well with fans right now, so let's wipe the slate clean, start from fresh, and make a Call of Duty that's very different to these future-based Call of Duties that we're about to release another 2 years worth of with the release of Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. So it's very, very likely that Sledgehammer Games has been tasked with making a game that's not based in the future, but instead based in modern day or pre-modern day times, and ultimately ending the 4-year string of games based in a future day setting. Let's also not forget that Activision are making Modern Warfare remasters, so clearly they're not blind to the idea of making a pre-modern or modern-day Call of Duty in general, despite the fact, of course, it's only a remaster and joined on to the Infinite Warfare release. Either way, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. If you'd love to see a modern day or pre-modern day Call of Duty in 2017 by Sledgehammer Games, love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you still like the future-based Call of Duties and you like the advanced movement, exosuits, all that kind of stuff, or boost jump abilities, let me know in the comment section below as well. Be sure to smash that like button if you're excited about the idea of potentially the end of future-based Call of Duties in 2017, and make sure to subscribe for further Call of Duty content from Charlie Intel on this channel and from myself as well. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.